So you want to know how to get YAMA and TUSHITA in order to get dual cursed katanas. Now this will be video 1 of 2 videos that I plan on making. This one goes over how to actually get the katanas that you need, and then the next video will go over how to actually get dual cursed katana with the 2 katana. Upon hitting 3rd C, you actually gain access to one of the 2 swords right away. However, it does take a bit of grinding to get it, which is what I'm going to go over now. So the first of the 2 swords is YAMA. Now YAMA can be gotten by pulling a sword from a stone, and that's not a joke, you actually pull a sword from a stone after completing specific requirements. Those requirements being taking down at least 30 elite pirates, or going over to the player hunter and taking down 30 players. Now, there is a small chance you can get the sword before hitting 30. I believe the number is around 20, but we won't go into that. 30 is a guarantee. In order to actually do the elite pirates, you have to talk to the elite hunter and read where they have seen him. So for this instance, it's DeAndre, and he was last seen near Floating Turtle. You'll then go to wherever they might be. I'll just go to the mansion for right now. And then using instinct, look for this person. Now they can spawn all over wherever the location is said to be, so just run around until you're able to find them. For me, I was able to find mine right here, and you'll go ahead and fight him and complete the quest. Now you have to do this about 30 times, and they spawn around 10 minutes, which takes about 300 minutes total to complete this. For those wondering, that's about 6 hours. Now once you beat them, you'll earn some fragments, XP, you might even get a hunter's cape or bandana, as well as a small chance for a God's Chalice, which will come in play later. If you're ever confused on where your progress is, just go ahead and talk to the elite hunter and check your progress. So far I've done 38. So once you've done the 30 elite hunter quests or 30 player hunter quests, go ahead and head to Hydra Town. Now from Hydra Town, you'll want to make your way over to the large waterfall that is right at this archway. From here, drop down to the actual waterfall and go through it. There's this secret doorway. Go ahead and use any kind of move that can break destructible walls to get in. From here, there will be ghosts. Go ahead and fight them. They're not very hard. And once you've fought them, you now have the ability to talk or pull this sword. There's a couple dialogues that will happen. If you don't meet the 30 requirements and you pull the sword, there's a chance that it'll kill you and you won't actually get the sword, you'll just die. If you have 20 or more, you can try and pull it and it'll start to say it might budge, or it looks like it's budging or something like that. But there's still the chance of it killing you, and then after 30, you will actually pull YAMA from the stone. Now, as I mentioned earlier, YAMA is the easier of the 2, as well as the first of the 2 that you're actually able to get, as YAMA only requires you to do the 30, and then you have access to it. Now, let's get into the quest for TUSHITA. TUSHITA, on the other hand, is a lot more involved and complicated. However, I'm going to break it down as simply as I can. To start, you will need the 3 legendary hockey colors or aura colors in order to actually get TUSHITA. Now, you don't technically need them. If you're able to find people that have them, they can do this for you. But the reason you need them is because around the Sea Castle area, there are these small pressure plates that require the legendary aura color. Once you step on them, they turn green, and they will stay green until the server shuts down or Indra is spawned. For those wondering where the pressure plates are, the pressure plates for the Indra spawn are the first one being here, which requires the white aura. The second one being near the stone plate right here, which requires the red aura. And the final one being all the way at the top up here, which requires the winter sky aura. Once you actually have all 3 pressure plates activated, you then need to get a God's Chalice. God's Chalice can be acquired in 3 different ways. The first way is through praying at night at the haunted mansion. The second way is getting it from a chest after 4 hours of a server being open. And the third and final way, as well as the quickest and most easiest way, is to actually do Elite Pirates, as Elite Pirates have a small chance to drop a God's Chalice. Now this next part, you're gonna want to be incredibly fast, as this is only active while Indra is spawned. Once you spawn Indra, which means the 3 pressure plates are active, as well as someone has placed the God's Chalice on the pedestal here, you'll need to quickly make your way over to Hydra. Now, if you don't have Portal, this quest is going to be incredibly difficult. However, if you have Portal, it makes it a lot easier, so I recommend trying to get one, even if you just use it for this quest. Now, once you're back to Yama, you'll need to break the wall that's here, which will break after you actually defeat all of the ghosts. Coming back into here, there is this door that you can enter when Indra is spawned. Once you go through the door, you will end up at the entrance to Floating Turtle. You will also have an item in your inventory called a Holy Torch. You will then need to go around in order and light all 5 torches with the Holy Torch. If you already know the locations or you want to have them up separately for your own thing, go ahead and skip to the timestamp down in the description. However, if you want to know exactly where all the torches are and the route to take Archway, there is the first torch. You will need to hold out the Holy Torch in order to light this. Once lit, make your way back over to the archway over here. Upon the bottom, there is another torch here in the pineapple house that is highest next to the pink mushrooms. It's a little hard to see, and especially in the fog when Indra spawned. At the broken pirate ship, the 4th torch will be right here. Right beside it, at the house, right here. Once all of these torches are lit, you will then be able to fight Longma in order to get TUSHITA. Those curious about where Longma actually is, you'll need to make your way from the entrance back towards where the previous hero is. Longma will then be inside of this doorway that is now open after lighting the torches. Upon defeating Longma, you will gain TUSHITA. Now once you actually have Yama and TUSHITA both, you need to get both of them to 350 mastery. From there, you will then start to gain access to the Dual Curse Katana quest, which I will make a separate video on. So to briefly go over one more time, in order to get Yama, you need to complete 30 either Elite Hunter or Elite Player quests, as well as go to Hydra Town and pull Yama from the stone. In order to get TUSHITA, you or your friends need to have the 3 legendary aura colors and summon Indra. While Indra is summoned, which is only about a 7-minute time period, you will need to go back to Hydra Town, back to where Yama is, go through the hidden passageway and into the castle doors. From there, it'll teleport you to Floating Turtle, where you then need to light the 5 torches in order. Once you've done that, a doorway will open to where you can fight Longma and obtain TUSHITA. Well, I hope you guys found this video helpful, and I plan on making the video for Dual Curse Katana sometime next week. If you guys have any ideas on some future videos that you might want guides on, or just anything in Blox Fruit in general, let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.